The 2024 NFL Draft is widely believed to be a super deep offensive draft class, which is true. There's so much talent at really every position offensively in this class. But that does not mean there aren't defensive monsters in this draft, especially on the defensive line. The interior defensive line class is so deep and extremely talented in the 2024 NFL Draft. But there are no better defensive tackles in this class than Illinois defensive lineman Jerzhan Newton. After an unbelievable campaign in 2022, he looks to add to his resume and continue to be one of the most dominant interior forces in college football. But hey guys, if you guys are new to the channel, I have done a bunch of these prospect spotlights already, so be sure to check those out if you enjoy this one. Leave a like on this video, subscribe if you are new, and let's take a look at what makes Newton so special. Newton had an unbelievable 2022 campaign. He had 59 total tackles, 14 tackles for loss, with 5.5 sacks. He also had 3 pass deflections and 2 fumble recoveries on the year. These numbers were absolutely fantastic and were some of the best in the nation for interior defensive linemen. So far in 2023, he has been unbelievable again. He already has 20 total tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks in only 5 games. Newton never plays off balance. He plays with a low center of gravity, low to the ground with his hand in the dirt, and he is never bullied or pushed around by bigger offensive linemen, despite his smaller frame. He has also shown versatility to play anywhere on the defensive line. Obviously, he's best suited on the interior, but the Illini have lined him up on the outside from time to time, and he has shown the ability to have the inside and outside versatility that you love to see from defensive linemen. The first thing that jumps off the screen when watching Newton play is the speed at which he jumps off the line of scrimmage with. Like, wow. As soon as the ball is snapped, he is right there making a play. He has fantastic get-off speed and really good power is initiated from his initial jump. He gets his hands up quickly and he is able to use his hands and leverage those hands to help shed off blockers. He has a very strong motor and never gives up on the play. It seems like every tackle he is in on the pile. He is everywhere on this defensive line for the Illini. Newton's block shedding ability is unbelievable. He has a rare mix of speed and power and he's able to just blow by offensive tackles. This is especially evident as a run defender. He is constantly blowing by the offensive lineman and making a play in the backfield, which has helped with the amount of tackles for loss he's getting. Newton showcases a number of moves to get into the backfield with. He has a good bull rush, an amazing swim move which seems to be effective just about every time. But his best move in my opinion is when he is able to get skinny between the tackles. It's game over for the defense. Newton strives as a run defender, but he's still a very solid pass rusher as well. He is able to get past the offensive lineman quickly, yet again, and he's pretty solid in pursuit of the quarterback. Once again, he showcases similar moves that he does in run defense, and he is a complete disruptor at the line of scrimmage. There are some areas of Jer'Zhan Newton that I am a bit concerned about, however. Mostly, it's his size. Newton does have a pretty small build for an interior defensive lineman, standing at only 6'2", 290 pounds. This is not ideal for an interior guy. Typically, interior defensive linemen stand at around 6'5", 320 pounds, but Newton is significantly smaller than that. However, he has been so dominant at the collegiate level, and seeing how high Calijah Kancey got drafted to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last year, I still think Newton goes high. He has been more productive than Kancey. I think he is going to be a special talent at the NFL level. Another area that I am a little concerned about with Newton is he does struggle in pursuit of the running back. If the running back is open in space, he's not really able to track them down. While he has great initial quickness and speed, he definitely gets slower in pursuit, which is something to take note of. Lastly, I noticed that Newton had the tendency to get lost in the play action game from time to time. He just seemed to lose where the play was, where the ball was, and it's something that looks like it's improved a little bit in 2023, but still something I have noticed from time to time with his game. Now, I don't think it's super significant, but something I wanted to mention. Jer'Zhan Newton is a special talent. I was blown away with the strides he has taken so far this season, and he looks like he could be an absolute superstar. I have Newton as my number 1 defensive tackle in the class of 2024, and he is my number 9 overall player in the entire draft. Newton could play in any scheme at the NFL level, but ideally I would like to see him used as a 4-3 interior defensive lineman. He fits the build of what an ideal defensive tackle should be, with his speed and his ability to stuff the run, rush the passer, and I think he would thrive there the best. While it's not a fair comparison to Newton at all, comparing him to one of the greatest to ever do it, Jer'Zhan Newton is very Aaron Donald-esque. They have a very similar frame and size. They both play with so much quickness, speed, power, and are very quick with their hands. They're threats as run defenders, they're threats as pass defenders, and they really have a lot of similarities with their game. So yeah, I'm going to compare Jer'Zhan Newton to Aaron Donald. Do I think he's going to be as good as Aaron Donald? That's really tough to say. That is a very high bar to live up to, but the potential is certainly there for Jer'Zhan Newton to be one of the best interior defensive linemen in the NFL. Jer'Zhan Newton is an absolute stud. He has everything you look for in a defensive tackle. He is strong, fast, he is still so young and so moldable, and with his talent, I think Jer'Zhan Newton will be a top 10 pick in the 2024 NFL Draft.